and welcome to This Is Not a Drill. I'm Poppy.
And I'm Robin.
In this video we are doing round 2 of the climate quiz.
With the sacred badger.
Now last time Robin did the questions and I only got 2 out of 5, which was really disappointing, but now it's my turn.
So let's see how many I get right. I'm feeling quite confident, but you were feeling confident and then you only got 2 out of 5, so let's see. Let's just see.
Play along and see how many you get right. Okay, it's time for question 1, so I'm going to let Robin pick from the Sacred Badger.
Okay.
Ooh, okay, so name 4 human activities that increase the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere.
Okay, so cement production, obviously burning of fossil fuels for energy,
yep.
So, you know, gas-fired power stations, coal-fired power stations, stuff like that. What else adds to the greenhouse gases? Like farming and the methane that cows produce, and what
one
else?
more. So I'll give you a little clue.
Okay.
It's one we sometimes forget about. It's one that particularly is a concern in one part of the world and involves clearing one of our resources.
Clearing forest?
That's right.
So deforestation.
Ding!
Bam. Well, I got a nice clue there, didn't I?
Question 2. Is the hole in the ozone layer getting smaller or bigger? Or you could say thicker or thinner?
Ooh. Oh, I'm annoyed that I don't know this one.
So tell me what you do know about it and see if
Okay.
you can work from there.
Okay, so I know that there was something called CFCs contained in aerosols and fridges that were leading to an expanding hole in the ozone layer. And there was international cooperation to deal with this problem, and it's often touted as an example of how we can work together globally to deal with threats that affect us all. So you would hope that the hole is decreasing, but I'm thinking about last time when I asked you, are global emissions going up or down? And you'd want to hope they were going down, but they're actually going up very rapidly. So I would think perhaps the ozone layer, the hole in the ozone layer is actually expanding, but we've managed to drastically reduce the speed at which it's expanding.
So that is incorrect. Oh. It is the good news story that you want it to be. Though it is seasonal, so it kind of does get smaller and bigger per year, the size that it gets to has definitely gone down and is actually a lot thinner, the hole, as it were. The hole, the gap, the space in the ozone layer. So what it really should show us is that, you know, if we can narrow down on very specific problems, if we can find targeted solutions, we definitely can reduce the effects of climate change. Question 3.
Oh, I was hoping I was the quiz master.
So, how much does deforestation account for global emissions? Is it 10%, 20% or 30%?
I'm going to go for 30%.
That is incorrect. It's actually 20%.
Okay.
So, which is still a large amount. And we see, you know, developing countries like Brazil massively clearing forests to feed what we need in the West, and this, you know, really does mean that our kind of entire climate cannot really keep going because there's not enough trees to absorb all of the CO2 that we're emitting. So this is question number 4.
Okay.
How much of the Great Barrier Reef has been damaged as a result of climate change?
Okay.
So it's A 1/3, B 2/3 or C 3/4.
Okay, so I'm going to go with C 3/4.
So the correct answer is B 2/3. Sometimes, you know, you've heard Robin and I talk about temperature increases of 1 or 2 degrees and that being something we should worry about. Well, here is a very tangible example of something that is really at risk when that temperature change happens, because when the water gets 1 or 2 degrees warmer, this can lead to coral bleaching, which means that they are no longer flourishing, the Great Barrier Reef and other corals. Can't support life, exactly. So it's something we really need to tackle and make sure that our oceans have a consistent temperature so that they can flourish and we keep those food sources safe. Okay, so you only have 1 out of 4 so far, so this one's an important one, I think, to
save a bit of face.
Save a bit of face and get the same mark as me. So it's important.
Oh yeah.
Okay, so how much of the UK's electricity comes from renewables? Is it A 5%, B 10%, or C 25%?
Okay, I feel I feel quite confident on this because it can't be 5% because that's way too low. 10% equally, no, it's we do reasonably well in comparison to Europe, so I'd say 25%.
That is correct.
Yes.
So I did use 2016 figures, so it could have in fact gone up since then, let's hope. But we saw that in 2009 it was as low as 7%, so we've seen a huge increase in quite a rapid time, which should make us all motivated that, you know, we absolutely can make changes through policy, we can reinvest in the you know, cleaner energies. Thank you so much for watching round 2 of the climate quiz.
I'm mortified having only got 2 out of 5. I thought I'd do a lot better.
Yeah, she did just as bad as me, which means we will have to have a tiebreaker. Perhaps you can submit questions next time.
Absolutely. I guess it shows how much there is to know about climate change. All these interlocking global systems, lots of science, lots of predictions, lots of information, but we can break it down for you together.
Absolutely. So for now, keep watching, subscribe. We love hearing from you. Stay in touch.
Thank you. Cheerio.
Bye.
Bye.